Namaste and welcome back to Typical Monk. Think about it. How does a tall tree lift water to that height with no pump? And how does food reach every root and every fruit? Today we answer exactly that. Water potential, transpiration, and translocation. One idea at a time. Here is today's path. 5 stops. First, water potential, the master rule of water movement. Second, osmosis and plasmolysis. Third, transpiration through the stomata. Fourth, the ascent of sap, that is cohesion, tension, and pull. And fifth, transport through the phloem, the pressure flow model. First, the master rule of water movement. Water potential is the potential energy of water. Pure water, under standard conditions, has a water potential of 0. Water potential equals solute potential plus pressure potential. Adding solute lowers water potential. Solute potential is always negative. Water always moves from higher water potential to lower, that is, down the gradient. Now, how water crosses a membrane. Osmosis. Water moving across a semi-permeable membrane from higher to lower water potential. In a hypertonic solution, the cell soaks up water and becomes turgid. In a hypertonic solution, water leaves, and the protoplast shrinks away from the wall. This is plasmolysis. Imbibition. Dry seeds and colloids soak up water by strong surface attraction. Now, transpiration. Transpiration, the loss of water vapor from aerial parts, mostly through the stomata. Each stoma is flanked by 2 guard cells. When they turn turgid, the pore opens. The inner wall is thick and inelastic. The outer wall is thin, so the pore bows open as water enters. Transpiration cools the plant, pulls water up, and carries minerals, but it costs most of the water absorbed. Now, how water climbs. Water travels up the dead, hollow xylem, the trachytes and vessels. Transpiration at the leaf creates a tension that pulls the water column upward. Cohesion holds the water molecules together. Adhesion sticks them to the walls, so the column never breaks. This cohesion tension transpiration pull theory is the main force. Root pressure is only minor. Now, for moving the food. Translocation of food, mainly sucrose, travels to the phloem, the sieve tubes and companion cells. At the source, sugar is loaded in, water potential drops, so water enters and turgor pressure builds. This high pressure drives the sap in a mass flow toward the sink, where the sugar is unloaded. Phloem transport is bidirectional. Source and sink can switch with the season. Now the high-yield pointers. The facts NEET loves to turn into questions. 1. Pure water has a water potential of 0. Adding solute makes it negative. 2. Water potential equals solute potential plus pressure potential. Solute potential is always negative. 3. Ascent of sap equals cohesion tension transpiration pull. Transpiration pull is the major force. 4. Guttation and root exudation are evidence of root pressure. 5. Phloem loads at the source and unloads at the sink. That is the pressure flow or Munch model. Now the first drill, assertion and reason. Each time ask, is it true? Is R true? And does R explain A? First, a solution has a lower water potential than pure water. R adding solute lowers water potential because solute potential is negative. Both true and R correctly explains A, so the answer is A. Second, a transpiration pull is the major force for the ascent of sap. R, root pressure, alone can push water to the top of a tall tree. Here A is true, but R is false. So the answer is C. Third, a stomata open when the guard cells become turgid. R, water, enters the guard cells as solutes accumulate in them. Both true and R explains A, so the answer is A. Now, the second drill, match the column, make the right pairs. Water potential of pure water, 0. Solute potential, always negative. Ascent of sap, cohesion tension, that is transpiration pull. And phloem translocation, pressure flow, that is Munch. Now the third drill, How many of these statements are correct? Test them one by one. First, transpiration occurs mainly through the stomata. This is correct. Second, the water potential of pure water is negative. This is wrong. Third, loading sugar at the source lowers the phloem's water potential. This is correct. So the correct statements are 2, the first and the third. Now let's clear the mistakes that trap students. Myth: the water potential of pure water is negative. Truth: it is 0. Only adding solute makes it negative. Myth: root pressure lifts water to the top of tall trees. Truth: the main force is transpiration pull. Root pressure is minor. Now test yourself. Answer each one before it appears. Answer before the reveal. That is how strong NEET recall is built. Question 1. Water potential of pure water. The answer: 0. Question 2. Water potential is the sum of solute potential plus pressure potential. Question 3. The main force for the ascent of sap: transpiration pull. Question 4. Food is translocated through the phloem by pressure flow. Question 5. Loss of water vapor from leaves: transpiration. Let's gather it all in one breath. Pure water has a water potential of 0. Water moves from high to low potential. Osmosis occurs across a semi-permeable membrane. A hypertonic solution gives plasmolysis. Transpiration to the stomata drives the pull for ascent. Ascent of sap equals cohesion tension transpiration pull through the xylem. Phloem carries food by pressure flow from source to sink bidirectionally. Next class, mineral nutrition, that is essential elements and nitrogen fixation. See you there. You just followed water all the way from root to leaf and fruit from leaf to fruit. Plant physiology rewards clear thinking, one idea at a time, and you will crack NEET. This is typical monk. Every class, always free.